To episode 2 of the Tremors television series. All right, so um, they want Bert to open up a survival school, which is a great idea. I don't know why the hell he wasn't doing this before, but this is exactly what he was made for. He has the terrain for it. He's got all the resources for it. It's the perfect job for him. And while that is something in this show, it could have been more for sure, but he opens up the survival school. The Graboid comics are still featured in the store, in Jody's store, which is great because the store really just works still so well as it did in part 3. Like, it looks exactly the damn same. So that's pretty awesome. They say that they're going to Juniper, Arizona. That does not exist, but there are juniper trees here, and they fuck me up. So I at least get the reference. We get dead meat from Hot Shots in here. Holy hell. It's been a long time since I've seen Hot Shots, but I recognized him instantly. He's only in this shit for like a minute. But here's the thing, IMDb is really bad with this show. When you go to look in the credits of like what person was in what episode and all sorts of stuff like that, it is all jacked up. It is not right. It is all over the place. So whoever did the IMDb on this show is dreadful. We got Shriekers in this episode, and there's this hunter that is hired to go in, and it's kind of like the hunter versus Bert, who can get to these Shriekers faster. And the Shriekers are multiplying like crazy, and they're out at this other town, and so Bert comes in, and yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. Like, there's this like whole army of Shriekers, and they end up running. They end up running out of ammo. There's a lot of bad CGI in this. There is some good practicals in the show, but they mostly opt for really dreadful CGI, so that kind of hurts the show a little bit. But they run out of ammo, and it's been a while since I watched these episodes, so I'm like reading through my notes, and I'm like, wait a minute. And break window door open joke, same in part 2. I don't even know what that fucking means. Yeah, what is that? So I know the baseball team comes in, and when they go in, they break the window in the car, and then the guy comes up and he opens the door like, did you not check the door to the car first? They use this exact same joke in part 2. That's right. That's what this is. So the baseball team shows up to help them, and so they have to like go back to back and get in these rows, firing off these like 19th century guns, and they have to reload. And Bert, I'm sure, had to teach them how to. I forget what that's called. It's like ball and something. Ball and stuff, something like that. So you have to put in the shit, and you have to put the ball in, and then you have to stuff in the thing so it doesn't fall out when you're moving the gun around, and then you have to light it and pop it. Man, no, I'm not gonna get political here, but I was gonna say something about the Second Amendment, but never mind. And then and then Tyler, after the whole thing's done, Tyler's checking this girl's titties out with the camera, and he gets himself punched in the eye. I thought that was actually a pretty good gag. So he's sitting there, and they're watching the video, and then he gets popped. I don't know why he's showing him this footage when he knew that was what was going to happen, and did he forget that he got that on film? He did get punched in the eye, so maybe he just forgot. But I thought that was pretty good. So I like the camaraderie, the chemistry. I don't want to say chemistry because that kind of sounds gay, but the friendship that's formed between Bert and Tyler. I think that they're a good match. It's as close as we're getting to Earl and Valentine in this. Bert is obviously the extreme right-wing freaking conspiracy theory a minute, government's after me, gun-toting, paranoid, prepares for doomsday in every scenario. And then Tyler is this kind of free love, free spirited kind of dude. You know what's weird about this show is there's no romance in it at all. Like Tyler gives eyes to a couple girls in the show, Rosalita being one of them, and then there's this doctor, and then there's this other chick, and he kind of gives eyes to them, but nothing ever happens. Nothing ever comes of any of them. You think he's gonna bang any of them. You think there's gonna be some kind of a love interest, but there's never one. Bert never has one. Nancy never has one. Jody never has one. Rosalita never has one. None of the characters ever have any romance throughout the entire show. As I said, there's a couple like, oh, you're kind of cute looks. But outside of that, nothing. Very weird. So yeah, anyway, let's move on.